Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go. Go ahead. 45. Right here. Check four.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Switch it.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch QB draw. Watch out. Showing eight. Switch.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Hey, long. Alert three.
Waddle the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check 31. Check 30.
Yellow, go.
Kill. Check. All right, let's go.
Check 50. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Bang.
Black.
Running right, here's Achane. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 36 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Going right side is White, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. 90 is a mic.
Hey, kill. Hey, turn it up.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll leave this one for White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Wide, get wide.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike. White. 45. Check.
Tua sets up to pass it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. In motion, Hill. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 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 check. Alert flare,
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Check 26, check 26. You go tight. You got tight.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Run. 180.
4 down. Check, check. Hey, switch gears. Watch the edge.
First down, here's White. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike 29.
Palmer going in motion right. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a toss right side. HN with it. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Under crunch. Kill.
On the toss, here's HN. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run for it with HN. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
All day, baby, all day.
45's the mic.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Sponge. No. Check 3.
Here's a toss left for HN.
Check 25.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I know you feel that.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Get out of here, man. Go ahead. 18. Strong right.
20, TX.
Strong right.
Blaster, 6.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, he'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. but has great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try the right side here with White, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in.
Pistol.
Rush in. Slam, slam, slam. 29 is the mic. Mike 20.
Alert.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Just like that.
1st down, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hurry! Here I come. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Pick me up. Here we go. 29 is the mic.
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
29 is the mic. Mike.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
We ain't begin. Alert, 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 alert. Don't get nervous.
29 is the mic.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Second and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. 45.
From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two yards to go, second down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Slam.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
180. Blue Dan, Blue Dan.
49, check 49, check 49.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Tua to try again on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Black shot.
Come off the ball hard. 45.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
45's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Tua going to throw.
All right, T. All right, T.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Tua. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to pass. Tua. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
45's the mic. Bring it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This now a 3rd and 4. Play fake. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Shift. Watch twist.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Pick the edge. Come. Regular.
Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hatch it. Switch.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Check. Fresh.
Point it right. No.
Check 4.
running out of the gun with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Real. Watch out.
Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Red, cycle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd and 10.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Show
Kings.
Switch.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the bucket. The big fella. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Good. 180. Watching you 5. Run. Kill.
White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, alert 33.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Switch.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll dump this one off here to White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Solo left Zion. Man out.
Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let it go again. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that great play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 6 guy. Hurry. Guy. 55's mine, guys. 55.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield on the left side. A catch by White. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Good. 180. Watch 55. I got you. I got you. I got you, son.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
Run. Check 52. No. Off. Check 55 to Mike.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.